Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to work on lesson 110. Let's go ahead and look at part 1. Touch the first word in part 1. What word? Carbon. Next word. What word? Straight. Next word. What word? Africa. Next word. What word? Zero. Next word. What word? India. Next word. What word? Montana. Next word. What word? Dioxide. Next word. What word? Atmospheric. Next word. What word? Portugal. Next word. What word? Rainier. Next word. What word? Meghalaya. Next word. What word? Survive. Next word. What word? Death Valley. Let's go ahead and look at part 2. We're going to talk about what those words mean. Word number 1. Extreme. Things that are extreme are far from normal. Everybody, what's another way of saying his idea was far from normal? Get ready. His idea was extreme. Number 2. What word? Endure. When you put up with something unpleasant, you endure it. Now, number 3. What word? Annual. What does annual mean? Annual means every year. Number 4. What word? Climate. The climate is the weather conditions of a place. Everybody, what's another way of saying this city has excellent weather conditions? Get ready. This city has an excellent climate. Now let's go ahead and begin with our story, boys and girls. We are on part 3. Make sure we follow along. Listen to the questions that I'll be asking. Climate. No matter how hot it is where you are, you're only a few miles from a place where it is bitterly cold. That place is high over your head. Jet planes fly there because the air is thin high above Earth. Therefore, there is less pull or drag against the plane. The temperature outside a high-flying jet, however, is typically negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Sometimes the temperature there is even lower. In 1963, the lowest atmospheric temperature ever measured was recorded high over Kronogård, Sweden, which is negative 225.4 degrees Fahrenheit. At this temperature, some gases such as carbon dioxide will freeze solid. Let's listen to question number 1. Why do jet planes fly high above the Earth? Jet planes fly high above the Earth because there is less drag against the plane. Where was the lowest atmospheric temperature ever recorded? The lowest atmospheric temperature ever recorded was over Kronogård, Sweden. Let's go ahead and continue. Although temperatures on Earth's surface do not approach those high above Earth, some places on Earth do become amazingly cold. A record low of negative 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit was recorded in 1960 at the South Pole. It seems astonishing that any creature could endure such cold, but there are animals at the South Pole who just do that. At the other extreme, some places on Earth become extremely hot. In July 1913, the temperature in the shade at Death Valley, California, soared to a scorching 134 degrees Fahrenheit. A temperature of 136.4 degrees Fahrenheit was recorded in 1942 in northern Africa. However, the all-time high reading occurred in Portugal in September 1933. The temperature there was suddenly jumped to 158 degrees Fahrenheit. It remained there for 2 minutes and then dropped to less than 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's listen to question number 2. In what year was the all-time high temperature recorded? The all-time high temperature recorded was in 1933. Now, where was the temperature recorded? The temperature was recorded in Portugal. Now, let's continue reading. Here are some other interesting facts about temperatures. A great temperature drop Drop occurred in Montana in January 1916. During the day, the temperature was 44 degrees Fahrenheit. That night, the temperature fell to negative 56 degrees Fahrenheit. The world's hottest weather year after year occurs in Ethiopia, which has an average annual temperature of 94 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's listen to question number 3. What country has the hottest weather year after year? The country with the hottest weather is Ethiopia. Let's continue. The place with the greatest annual amount of snowfall is Mount Rainier, Washington. From early 1971 to early 1972, 1,224.5 inches of snow fell there. That's more than 100 feet of snow, enough to cover an 8-story building. The record for the greatest rainfall during any period occurred in July 1861. More than 366 inches of rain fell in the Meghalaya, India in that 1 month. That's as much rain as will fall in New York or Chicago in 8 years. The 1-year record for rainfall in Meghalaya is more than 1,041 inches. Let's listen to question number 4. How long would it take for 366 inches of rain to fall in Chicago? It would take 8 years in order to have 366 inches of rain to fall in Chicago. Boys and girls, when we're done, please go ahead and complete lesson 110 and submit. Have a great day.